Episode 9, Shadows of the Past. Lillian couldn't sleep. She lay in bed, her thoughts running wild like a film stuck on fast forward. Kennedy's head rested on her chest, his breathing calm, yet she could feel the weight he carried even in his sleep. Vanessa. The name now echoed like a warning bell in her mind. She stared at the ceiling. If this woman could forge documents, manipulate legal systems, and blackmail a man like Kennedy, what else was she capable of? The room felt colder. She had seen women fight for love before, but this wasn't about love. This was a war. At exactly 9 a.m. the next morning, Lillian's phone rang. Unknown number. Hello? She answered, still groggy. The voice on the other end sent a chill through her bones. Hello, Lillian. I thought it was time we spoke. Woman to woman. Lillian froze. Vanessa. Yes, she said, calm as ever. I believe in being direct. You and I both know there's only one man in the center of this storm. And, sweetheart, he was mine first. Lillian's voice remained steady. Was. Past tense. Vanessa laughed, low and mocking. You're brave. I'll give you that. But you're also naive. Kennedy may love you, but love isn't enough when power is involved, when legacy is at stake. What do you want? Lillian asked coldly. Vanessa paused, then said, I want you to leave him. Lillian's heart skipped. Excuse me? You heard me? Leave. Walk away. Save him. Lillian's silence was answer enough. Vanessa's tone sharpened. He'll lose everything, Lillian. His name, his business, his future. I can fix it all, but only if you walk away. The line went dead. Lillian stared at her phone, shaking. This wasn't a fight anymore. It was a battlefield. Kennedy arrived at the office to find 2 of his top clients had pulled their contracts overnight. His staff avoided eye contact. His investors were whispering. It was unraveling, faster than he could hold together. Daniel, his lawyer, came in, tossing a folder on his desk. She's filed a civil suit, claims she was a silent partner in your earlier deals. She wants 40% of your assets. Kennedy's hands slammed the desk. She's bluffing. Daniel shook his head. She's also smart, and she's got forged documents that are very convincing. Kennedy's phone buzzed. A text from Lillian. Can we talk? Urgently. Later that evening, Lillian met Kennedy at a quiet restaurant tucked away from the chaos. Her eyes were red, not from tears, but from battle fatigue. I got a call today, she said softly. From Vanessa. Kennedy leaned forward. What did she say? She told me to leave you, that she'd make all this go away if I walked away. Kennedy's face darkened. She's crossing every line. Lillian placed her hand over his. I told her no. I told her you're worth fighting for. Kennedy's eyes softened. Lillian? But then I asked myself, she continued, her voice cracking. What if I'm the one putting you in danger? What if being with me is the one thing she can use to ruin you? Kennedy stood and came around to her side of the table, kneeling beside her. Listen to me, he said firmly. You're not my weakness. You're the only reason I haven't lost my mind in all of this. Tears finally spilled down Lillian's cheeks. But I don't want to be the reason you lose everything. Kennedy pulled her close. Then we fight. Together. She doesn't get to win, not this time. Their embrace was long, tender, painful, because love in the midst of war isn't soft. It's full of thorns. And Vanessa was still sharpening hers. Later that night, Vanessa stood on her balcony overlooking the city, a glass of wine in hand, a smirk on her lips. A man in a dark suit approached from behind. They're not backing down. Vanessa swirled her wine. Then we don't either. What's the plan now? She turned, her eyes like ice. If they want to play heroes, let's give them a real villain. She handed him a photograph. It was Lillian. Let's hit where it hurts.